Hi, everybody. It's Billie Jean. Choose Constitution, Courage, Contribution. And today we're tackling contribution because that's the first thing that everybody wants to know. Like, what do I do? Like, how can I help? Now, being paralyzed is what they want. They do that so you don't have time to focus, you don't have time to react. Well, we're going to circumvent that with contribution. I want you all to concentrate on one thing. When the problem is so big and there are so many things that are wrong, we have to concentrate on one thing. So, for example, in the civil rights movement, the largest successful example in the US of fighting government oppression, a group of four guys decided that they were going to sit at a large chain store's lunch counter, which was a segregated lunch counter. They weren't supposed to be there, they were black guys. And soon they were joined by more people. They this started conducting trainings on how to sit at the lunch counter nonviolently and how not to react to the negative physical and emotional abuse that was coming at them. They kept it up until things changed. The same happened with the Montgomery bus boycott. A lot of people think that Rosa Parks just sat down and decided that she was tired that day and she wasn't getting up, and it just happened. It just happened to be that day. It just happened to be that she was tired that day. It just happened to be that she was arrested. No, there was people that organized that. She wasn't the first to not get up and let her seat be taken by a white person. She was just the one that they could organize around. They purposely did this, or they chose her and they had a plan. Change doesn't just happen. They were organized behind that change. But you know what? They had to have a community to do that. So they had an advantage that we don't have right now. Almost everyone was in the same place at the same time every week, which means that there was a community. And so people in the community all went to the black church in that community. But everybody in that community had the same goals, or at least wanted the same thing, even if they disagreed about how to do that. Some people didn't want change at all. They just wanted to keep their head down, but that's not what we're going for. We want the people who want change and who want to stop this rise of fascism. So I want you to establish a place where everyone can get together and go. Now, it doesn't have to be a church, obviously. It can be a community center, a rec center, a library, a gym. Even it doesn't matter even if it's somebody's house. So whoever wants to host a set meeting every week. So in this group, you all don't have to think exactly alike. The people during the civil rights movement, they all didn't have the same thoughts. Like I said, some sat at a lunch counter and attacked it that way. Some did a bus boycott. Some did a bus boycott and did it that way. Others were working through the system, were working through the legislation and the government, taking things to the Supreme Court. I know that's a rough thing right now. But some people still want to make sure that there's a record of our rights being violated, and that's great. Some people might be passionate about legislation and votes and getting new elected officials in there. Because let's face it, right now, we can't wait for the Democrats or the Republicans to save us in 2026. That's not going to happen. Right now, they've shown us that they do not care if their power's being taken away. They are just willing to give up whatever to appease this man and his fascist regime. So, what we need to do is we need to find local people who will run for office, that are passionate about it, that you know will do the right thing. There can be a committee to train and submit your own candidates. Maybe all you can do is give money to groups or individuals that are doing the things that you want to see done. So, or maybe you can just give a free space for them to meet. My friend, I was telling her about this project and telling her how I wanted to get the word out about choose Constitution, courage, contribution. And she was like, I don't have the mental capacity right now in order to do that, but I will help you by getting you a camera so that you don't have to try and do it on your phone. And let me tell you, people, I sobbed like a little girl. We were out. We were out for lunch. We were having lunch, and she told me she was going to do that. I burst into tears. Okay, I burst into tears. This is the camera. Hi, it's wonderful. Okay, you can't see it because you're in it, or I'm talking to it right now. Anyway, it means just as much to people who can't afford it, who have the mental capacity or maybe the physical capacity to do it, and but they don't have the financial capacity. Our world, unfortunately, still runs on needing money to make things happen. Now, I want you in this group that you're making in when you get together. I want you to have fun too. Maybe you do potlucks. Maybe you play games. I want you to have fun. I want you to make a community. I want you to get to know each other. These are the people that are going to have your back in the coming months. I want you to all get to know each other and have a community so you know you are not alone. You are not helpless. You are not hopeless. All right? This is what we're saying. And I want to make sure everybody knows this. These are the specific actions I want you to do. Wear your C so that people out and about know who you are, you know each other. Get a meeting place. Make sure it's open for anybody who in your community who wants to create change. Anyone who disdains the destruction of our rights and laws and constitution. All right, create a community. Break out into committees. Be creative. You don't have to travel to the other states to do the work against the fascist policies. There are things that you can do right in your own community. And if you have the ability to be part of my Patreon, I would really appreciate it. It's between Billie Jean and not only will I get an editor, because once again, I suck at editing, but not only will I get an editor, I will also make sure to get a website so that we can list where all these meeting groups are, so people, it'll be easier for people to get to know each other and maybe get a t-shirt. No, t-shirts are way down the list. I'm also working on getting a place set up here in my own area. So I am going through this with you. I have really thought this through, and now it's time to take action. And I hope you'll do that with me. If you need help on learning to create change nonviolently, I'll have links in the description, places like Choose Nonviolence. These are coming off the top of my head now. So the correct ones will be in the description. But Braver Angels, I know the name is very pretentious, but they're a good group. I feel bad. I really like what they're doing, but I hate the name. Yeah, you can create a name for yourself. What fun is that? How much fun is that? Yeah. And I'll put those and more in the description. And my t-shirt today says, when someone attacks one party member, we all roll for initiative. Like, I love this shirt. I didn't realize how many people didn't realize what it said. It shrunk in the wash, so I'm not going to tell you where I got it from because I started at a 2X and now it's a large. And so I'm not going to tell you where I got it from, even though it's beautiful. Um, but this T-shirt, it means that when playing D&D or other role-playing games, if one person is down, we all fight for them, and that's what we need to do in this community. All right. So the contribution is community, committees, change. All those go together. We are going to do this. We are going to stop the rise of this fascist regime. We're going to take our country back. Hey, country is another one. No, that one's in Constitution, which no, you know what? I'll do courage next. So next time we'll talk about courage. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and go to my Patreon. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you so much. Bye.